Hi there, everyone. It's me, Anthony, and I'm here with this guy. What's his name?
Kylan.
And we're here to react to another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is season 2, episode 14, Innocence, and I am excited. Do you remember how the last episode left off?
Yeah, Angel was like in pain or something when he left Buffy laying in the bed and she couldn't hear him screaming.
Did you have like a prediction for what was going on?
No, I don't actually. I don't have any predictions for this episode.
Anything based off the title Innocence that makes you think we might be going to see?
I mean, somebody's innocence is definitely gonna. Well, I mean, Buffy did have sex in the last episode, so maybe it's her innocence. I don't know.
Good point. All right, then. Well, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 2, Episode 14, Innocence.
Know where we are and know about the judge. We should be vacating.
Nonsense.
Well, the judge is still alive, clearly.
My angel's too.
You remember that guy in the first 2 episodes? Like that vampire?
Of the whole series?
Yeah, that got killed, the vampire.
No, I don't.
He was fighting Buffy. He had trapped her in the tomb.
My strength grows.
That's the same guy, the same actor.
I take it with increased
The judge?
fervor.
Yeah.
So let's take some on board.
What is it?
What in the world is up with her? Uh-oh, here's where we left off. That's the game, honey. Get used to it.
You want me to call 911?
No. Pain is gone.
You sure?
Yeah. I feel just fine.
He just blew the smoke. Did it go through her neck and he... Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's what the implication is.
Alright, well yeah, that happened.
Yeah, so I guess is Angel like going through some kind of like awakening?
Awakening?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, like maybe he's like back to his primal and vampire instincts or something.
Interesting.
Fun at Willow's, she's a fun machine.
I love how she backed away from
No.
her.
No, I'm just gonna go take a shower. Well, if you hurry, I'll run you to school. I don't know, you just look.
Wow, she can see that?
Yeah, really. I mean, she was acting a little weird.
It's like Joyce has like some type of non-virgin sensor. Guess it's just called being a mom. If the thought of losing your life doesn't keep you from drinking and driving. I was like, I wonder if that had anything to do with anything since they left it on the screen
We
so
feeling
long.
better then?
Or maybe I was overlooking something else.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Why is it so easy to walk in there later?
Angel, look over your shoulder.
You mean he's...
There's no humanity in him.
Wow.
Couldn't have said it better
It's
myself.
a good litmus test right there.
Angel.
I wasn't thinking.
I know, you were too busy rushing off to die for your beloved Buffy. You'd never die for me.
No, I might die from you. Does that get me any points?
No. But I'm okay with the other part.
She don't want to make up, she want to make out.
I just feel like now they're just being sloppy. Somebody's definitely gonna see him.
For real.
I knew it!
Yeah.
Willow, we were just... Willow!
Wow. That's crazy.
Against all laws of God and man, it's Cordelia, remember? The We Hate Cordelia Club, of which you are the treasurer.
Look, I was gonna tell you.
Gee,
Oh
what
yeah,
stopped
it's easy
you
to
from
forget
the
how much
shame?
Cordelia
All right,
used
let's
to
have a
bully
react,
Willow
shall
like
we?
in the first
Willow.
episode.
We were just kissing. It doesn't mean that much.
So I can see why she'd be mad.
No. It just means that you'd rather be with someone you hate than be with me.
I mean, he did say he wasn't trying to be with her for
Yeah.
the longest.
I mean,
so.
yeah, she heard him explicitly say, like, he just thinks of her as a friend. Like, I mean, I understand her being upset about it, but saying that to him is kind of manipulative in a way. I don't know if that's the best word.
Yeah, it is. It's typical nice girl stuff.
So I want to clarify right here that when I said that what Willow said felt a little manipulative, I didn't mean that Willow was being intentionally manipulative with malicious intent or anything like that. Because I totally understand why she'd be upset in this situation. I mean, Cordelia bullied her for a long time and probably made her life crap. And Xander and her were best friends for pretty much their whole life. So it's completely reasonable and expected that she would feel betrayed and hurt in this situation. And the things that she said right there, I think, are totally expected as well and understandable for her to feel that way. I guess I just also wanted to point out that I did feel like that was an unfair thing to say to Xander, just because, you know, at the end of the day, they did both know that Xander was not interested in Willow that way. That was an actual understanding between both of them, that, you know, Xander saw Willow as a friend and wasn't interested in pursuing anything more than that. Albeit the way that came to be, with Willow overhearing Xander telling Buffy that was a pretty sucky way to find out. But nonetheless, that was an understanding that both of them had and knew, that Xander wasn't interested in Willow that way. So it did feel a little unfair to me for her to, you know, say that to Xander, you'd rather be with the girl that you hate than be with me. Because it does feel a little guilt trippy, and like it kind of vilifies Xander in that situation, like what he did was just inherently wrong, if you will. And also with the Cordelia thing, you know, Cordelia has kind of become their friend now and whatnot. And at the end of the day, people sometimes can't help who they like. Like Willow can't help that she likes Xander, even though she knows that he's not interested in anything more. She's still, a small part of her kind of just can't help but like him. So, you know, she's going to be hurt in situations like this. But similar to that, Xander can't help that he likes Cordelia, or vice versa. And I think, you know, especially at that age, it's understandable that they might deal with it in this way, like trying to hide it at first. But I do think it's important to note that Xander was trying to bring it to light, you know, by going to the party with Cordelia. Willow didn't know this, of course. So, again, of course, I totally understand why Willow would be hurt by this. And I understand why Willow would be hurt by them hiding it. But I also understand them hiding it. Like, it's like, I guess basically what I'm saying is I feel like this is just, it's just good writing, because it's so layered, and like, neither one of them is completely in the wrong. Neither one of them is completely in the right, really. You know what I mean? Like, they both have perfectly reasonable reasons to feel the way they're feeling and to do the things that they're doing. And some of the things that they're doing is, you know, subsequently hurting the other, and then causing the other to hurt them back, sort of, in a way. You know what I mean? And so, like, it feels like it's just human nature. It's just life. And I just feel like it's really good writing. So I wanted to kind of make that clear. I'm not trying to just 100% condemn Willow in this situation and stick up for Xander. I guess I more so just was pointing out, you know, that I felt like it's just such good writing. It's just such a two-faced thing, like, or two-sided thing. Like, they both have a really good point, and I can totally empathize with both of them. And like, yeah, in this particular instance, in this situation with Willow saying that to Xander, I feel like Willow, what she said was more out of line, and was more in the wrong. But I feel like in a lot of these situations that are around this entire, you know, dynamic, or whatever you want to call it, Xander's been more in the wrong. So I guess basically I'm just saying it's very fluid, and I don't think either one of them is, like, you know, completely in the wrong or in the right here.
You were great. Really. I thought you were a pro.
How can you say this?
Wow.
Lighten up. It was a good time. Should have known you wouldn't be able to handle it.
Angel!
Wow. He really just donked her out.
It's too late for all that. He said, I love you too.
I'll call you.
This dude is leaving his own house, talking about, I'll call you.
Yeah, for real. Does this new Angel, like, not remember
what
where
it
he
is?
lives?
Uncle, I have served you.
I think he's just that much of a savage.
No.
To the mother,
Why?
the curse. Angel was meant to suffer, not to live as human. One moment of true happiness, of contentment. One moment where the soul that we restored no longer plagues his thoughts. And that soul is taken from him.
Wow.
Jinx.
Okay.
I don't know, Willow. I can't really back you on this one.
What about the judge? Where do we
Yeah,
stand?
I mean, I guess
On a pile of
I can
really
kind of
boring
understand her
books
being
that
mad
say
about him not
exactly the
telling
same
them,
thing.
Let me guess. No weapon forged.
You took an army.
even though it's not like he's obligated to.
I think I'm having a thought. Yeah, that's a thought. Now I'm having a plan.
Oh, snap. That's original.
And now I'm having a Wiggins. Don't do that! Oh, I think
Don't
I
do that.
Angel?
That's gonna work.
It's not Angel anymore. Are you?
Well, something set it off. Some event must have triggered his transformation. Well, if anyone would know, Buffy, it should be you.
I don't.
Well, did anything happen last night that
Giles, please. I can't.
Buffy, I'm sorry, but we can't afford to... Buffy!
Giles, shut up.
A lot of people running away in this
Unkillable
episode.
demon in town. Angel's
Buffy's life really does
here's a
suck,
lower
man.
place.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Angel.
Because, like, even if Angel goes back, when he goes back to his former self, like, his regular self, it's still gonna be hard to, like, see past all that.
Right.
Half an hour and wear something trashy.
She's not even wearing anything trashy.
Buffy.
Well, assuming they don't attack tonight, I think we should just let her be.
Done. You gotta work from the inside. To kill this girl, you have to love her.
Oh. Yo, that's the chain you gave her.
Oh, and the ring.
Oh, snap. I forgot about the ring, man. She had it facing me as if she belongs to somebody. Is that Angel and Drusilla?
Angel and Buffy, I'm pretty sure. You're like, dang, you did Spike like that?
Yeah, really.
They both did Spike like that?
I mean, it would be understandable for Angel, but not really for Drusilla.
Buffy!
Whoa!
What do you know?
Should I get the principal?
No, I'll deal with
Should I get the principal?
You're all dismissed.
He would lose his soul.
But how do you know you were responsible for... Oh.
Dang. I mean, that's like,
There's anything
it's
personal.
like bittersweet, because you're like, yo,
No, I can't.
at least he was truly
His
happy.
magic's so long
Yeah.
lost even to my people.
But then you're like, at what cost?
It can't be
Right.
done.
You got 20 minutes, Nimrod. I just need 5. Okay, I said that last time.
Do you want to make out with me?
What?
Forget it. I'm sorry. Well, do you?
Well, to the casual observer, it would appear that you're trying to make your friend Xander jealous, or even the score, or something. It's okay. I can wait.
Eyes. That's all I can say.
He was a pretty OG with that one.
Oh my god.
Is this guy dead now? Oh yeah, he is.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Yeah, you can see that guy had a lot of humanity in him.
Yeah, you really could.
Control only. Take out any lesser vamps if you can. I'll handle Smurf.
It's an epic shot. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I was like, are they really about to just have him kill all those people?
Think I got his attention. That was then. This is now.
Is that a rocket launcher?
Yeah.
He does look nervous though.
What's that do?
Oh my god.
So that guy, the judge is dead now.
It would appear so.
Yo, what?
Know what the worst part was, huh? Pretending that I loved you.
The important thing is you made me the man I am today.
Dang, that's crazy because she really did make him.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh.
She's not gonna do it.
You can't do it. You can't kill me.
She can do that, though. It's not gonna cut it, though.
Give me time.
Dang, man. So Buffy just straight up lost her boyfriend.
Yeah. In, like, literally the worst way possible.
It's like, and I forgot this is all around her birthday too, man.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry, Buffy.
I don't have to sing, do I? Well, go on, make a wish.
I wish my life was better than it is.
Just let it burn.
Wow. Or that.
Joyce should be pretty concerned about her. That sounded extra depressed. What do you say?
I said executive producer Joss Whedon.
Yep. All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. Innocence. What did you think of it?
In a sense, I thought it was one of the best episodes of season 2. And I mean that seriously because it was pretty interesting. I thought that the whole fact that Angel had turned into his former self was because of Buffy. I thought that was kind of poetic, and it kind of just adds to the whole, like, what I was saying as far as like Buffy having like a tough life. Like, how crappy does it feel to like be the reason that your vampire boyfriend turns back into the old vampire that he was before? But then it reminds you, like, their relationship isn't even really supposed to be had in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like she kind of walked herself into it in a way, like getting into a situation like that to begin with. But like, the Willow and the Xander, Willow, and Cordelia thing, I thought that was pretty cool. Like I was saying, I was saying it was getting around the time for Xander and Cordelia's relationship to like flesh out a little bit more and have like a little bit more like something happen there. And I think Willow catching and I knew it was gonna happen. And if it didn't happen, I would have been upset. Like it would have felt like something was missing. But like Willow catching them was pretty cool. I don't like how Willow handled it, but like I'm not surprised that that's how Willow handled it. But kudos to Oz for still being like, even though you still are wrapped up and hung up on this guy, like I have no problem like waiting for you to be over him. I thought that was kind of cool, even though he really doesn't have to do that at all.
Yeah. Oz is a great guy. This episode did kind of feel like this episode and last episode, I guess, felt like a tipping point kind of episode, you know? Like, all these things that have been going on, it's like, because this is a TV show, because this is, you know, narrative fiction, certain things can only last for so long. Buffy and Angel can only be all happy-go-lucky and in a great actual relationship for so long. Like, Xander and Cordelia can only keep this whole secret thing up for so long before eventually there has to be a breaking point. And I mean, like, with Buffy and Angel, it seemed to happen in like the worst way possible for them, or at least for Buffy, considering how Angel probably just doesn't care at all at this point.
That whole, but it's, and I was gonna mention something like, but you already know that I ended up spoiling it for myself in a couple of different ways. Like, I was assuming that something was going to happen to Angel, but then I was like, well, probably not because it hasn't spun off yet. But but I was assuming that they were like when she said she was gonna kill him, that she was gonna like try and go kill him. But then when he said something to Spike, he was like, "In order to kill the Slayer, you have to love the Slayer." I thought that was kind of ironic, given what I know about that from that article I read about Joss Whedon being aggressive on set.
Oh yeah, so you did read that far into the article.
Yeah, but once but it had alluded to that pretty soon early on in the article, so I had to stop reading like maybe like before I was even a third the way through.
Right. Yeah. So okay. Well, I guess what just so that it's out there in the open, what exactly did you read in this article that you saw about Joss Whedon being abusive on set?
Spike and Buffy become a thing.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I guess that's out there now, but no knowledge of how that happens. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not quite seeing that at this point right now at all. Like, so I'm still feeling like when it happens, it'll still be like a big shock to me. Like, unless they start like, but then like knowing that, and then it makes the angel line that he said, like to kill somebody, you have to be able to love, you have to love them. Like it kind of like it's kind of funny in a weird ironic kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. So basically, like I guess a few weeks ago or something now, like Kyla has sent me a link to an article like about Joss Whedon being abusive on set because he asked me if I heard anything about that, and then I read the article and like immediately I was like, wait, did you read this? And he was like, he stopped at the very beginning, but yeah, I guess it did. It was about James Marsters' interview or something, so it did have some spoilery stuff. So yeah, he knows now in the future. Do not read anything that has anything to do with Buffy the Vampire Slayer at all, because there's definitely going to be spoilers in anything, basically, at this point.
Yeah.
I guess. But or Joss Whedon or anybody, I guess. Really, it's probably going to be spoilers. You know, it is. I know it is kind of a common trope that happens. At least now it's common. I guess it was common back then. That happens where a character, oftentimes a girl, has sex and then it leads to terrible things happening to them. Like that just tends to be what happens. And of course, that's what happened here. Although I mean, like I feel like it was at least well done, and it was done in a way that makes sense and was built up. Like it didn't just feel like it was there to just be a lesson. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like the way that they pulled this off was good. Like I feel like it feels like everything has been building up to this because they've been building up this nice, fluffy, happy relationship between Angel and Buffy. And it's like I was just saying, eventually that can't last because it's never interesting to see people in a happy, committed relationship, like on TV. So it's like you already know that something's probably going to happen with this, and it's just a matter of what and when. So, but I think
how detrimental to the relationship is it?
Right, exactly.
I don't know, man. I feel weird. Like I feel like after, because like this is clearly not something that was just like a brief moment for like one episode. It looks like this is Angel for at least the next couple episodes at the very least. Like, and I would even be willing to say that he stays like that for a while. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they don't change him until like season 3.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely big. Like you said, it's hard to come back from this. It's like he was trying to kill her friends. He already killed, Jenny's person. He killed that lady outside his house or whatever. I don't think Buffy knows about that, but like, yeah, it's tough to come back from something like that. Plus, on top of the fact, considering, well, even if he does somehow come back, like they can't really get back together. You imagine because like. What if that just happens again? You know what I mean? Like that's what would be going through my head if I was Buffy. It's like I mean, you kind of got to kill him now. I mean, like even I guess if he survives, it's almost more torturous for you because now, like, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a lose situation.
Yeah.
And it's definitely interesting to imagine how, like, I guess how Buffy can get out of this and whatnot.
I also think that him and Drusilla are gonna get together.
Oh yeah.
They just look like they're getting too like buddy again.
Mm-hmm. Spike would not be happy about that.
No, he wouldn't. But I feel like Angel would definitely win in a fight against Spike.
Considering Spike is in a wheelchair.
Well, I mean, yeah, now, but I'm just talking about like full power Spike versus full power Angel. My money's on Angel.
You know what I wonder, and I don't actually know this. It's probably online somewhere. Maybe they talked about this, and I didn't forget about this because I knew this was going to happen, but I guess I wasn't thinking about it when we were rewatching all these episodes. But I wish I'd been paying more attention to Jenny from the start in relation to, you know, her being sent to watch Buffy and keep her away from Angel and all that, like she was saying in this episode, because I want to see like how much they were referring to that, or if that was something that was really planned from the start, or if, you know, Jenny, or if that was something like they were like, Eureka, we can connect Jenny in like this and da 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 da, like if that was just an idea they had, or if that was something that was planned from the start. I'm definitely curious about that. So if you have any information about that, I guess go ahead and leave a comment down below.
That's definitely a good question, because like I guess we can, if it was from the start, would they be able to tell, like, are we be able to tell from what she's been doing in the show? Or, like, yeah, like some of her actions would allude to that.
Yeah, because she did in this episode say she was sent to watch Buffy and to keep her away from Angel. Like, that's what she said in this episode. So it would seem like if they had planned it, they would have planned something to maybe, you know, foreshadow that or let you go back and be like, whoa.
But if that's the case, like, that's her mission. She didn't do a very good job at all.
Not at all. I mean,
like I think they were probably like already together by the time she like actually got there, or at least getting familiar.
Like her first episode was what, I Robot You Jane, and that was like episode 8, I think, which was, you know, episode 7 was the one where, you know, Angel revealed that he's a vampire and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he and Buffy had spent the night and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, she had already came in a little bit late. It's interesting that Xander remembers all the stuff from when he was a soldier. I wonder if that means, like, so Willow remembers what it's like to be a ghost, or like she remembers dying, and I guess Buffy remembers what it's like to be a 1700s princess. I don't know how useful that is, but... Well, that'll do it for this episode. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought about it. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And that'll be it for now. See you all in the next video.